Greetings, welcome, and boogity boogity. It's the start of the stock car racing season, and for Stock Car Racing America, otherwise known as Scram, it is the Ice Brew 600 race at the Northern Lights Motordome. Hello again, Keith Avalone from Plaay Games. Aaron is producing tonight's show, and it's always exciting to get the racing season going again. The Ice Brew 600 is Scram's version of the Daytona 500. There are some differences, though. Daytona is a very big track, and the Northern Lights Motordome is a very small track. It's an indoor racing venue. We like to think of it being located somewhere in the frozen tundra of northern Minnesota. Nice and cozy inside, like 10 below zero outside, but plenty of warm racing action inside the Northern Lights Motordome. A trip around the track is less than a half a mile inside the Motordome. It's the shortest of short tracks, and that makes for some exciting racing, and oftentimes lots of wrecks. So let's get right to it. The Ice Brew 600 at the Northern Lights Motordome. To the table cam we go. Here's how the race week played out, and this is our starting order. Quick synopsis of what happened. There were actually only three fast weeks and only 4 slow weeks. A very middle of the pack type of race week action. Everybody seemed to be kind of playing it safe. TV drivers: Hudson Howell, Dustin Stremme, Cooper Mixon, Corey Wallace, Jared McAtee, and Kenny Carnahan, who actually wrecked in the race week qualifying, but managed to get on the track anyway. Hudson Howell had an amazing week. Did several TV appearances. Dustin Stremme also with the fastest qualifying times of several heats. He earns the blue chip. And with that, we are ready to roll. I hesitate to make a prediction because these races at the Motordome are always so unpredictable. But I will say that I would be surprised if Hudson Howell holds on. The reflex quality is extremely important in the smaller racing venues, and he does not have it. But that said, a lot of the guys in the top group don't. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody from the middle group or even the bottom group, moves up and takes leads. Particularly some of the top drivers: Purdy Martell, Joe Bob Walker, Kanan Fancher, actually did not have great qualifying weeks, but I would not be surprised to see them, moving up and perhaps winning all the marbles here at the Motordome. So let's go ahead and get rolling with turn 1 of the Ice Brew 600. And we'll start with a top group challenge for the heat quality. Looks like only a couple, actually only Bigler and Hartley. I am wearing my Austin Bigler t-shirt, by the way. Austin Bigler will challenge for the lead. And let's see, that will be, we're going to have at least only a blue die 6 will dislodge Howell because he does have the heat quality. So that will fail. And Aaron Hartley will also fail on his attempt to take the lead. And that'll be the end of turn 1. Oh, by the way, just a disclaimer: any mistakes I make in game mechanics will result in a temporary suspension of the game rules, the actual game rules. That is to say, what happens in the Motordome stays in the Motordome. All results are final. So just to make it simple. I don't anticipate making mistakes, but if I do, that's the way we're going to rule it. Okay, so we're on to turn 2. Another top group challenge. And it will be for skill. We are ignoring the doubles results because this is modern racing, outlined in the rules. In previous seasons of the game, doubles on the initial turn roll would have resulted in a possible problem, but not in this era of racing. So it's a top group challenge for the skill quality. Let's see who's got skill. Looks like Brent Tice is going to get 2 challenges. And again, we need a blue die 6 to get Hudson Howell out of there. So that will not succeed. He does get a second challenge, and that will not succeed. Looking for skill, looks like Cooper Mixon gets a chance. Does not succeed. And Bigler, there we go. Austin Bigler takes the lead on turn 2. See if Aaron Hartley can sneak in there. I'm checking. Bigler's only got 1 break symbol, so let's see, 1, 2, 3. So a 5 or a 6 will work for him, but Hartley doesn't get it, and that'll be the end of turn 2 with Austin Bigler, our new race leader. Turn 3. And it's going to be a duel. We'll have a duel, and it will be, let's see, the number 5 car in the top group. That's Brent Tice. Now, I'm sorry, that's Cat Hampton. Now, you do have to be careful in a duel because the Northern Lights motor is -2 on escape. So if you fail a duel, you're going to take 2 off your escape rating. So I think Cat Hampton is going to pass on this opportunity to duel, and we're going to just move on. That would be an escape of 6 if he doesn't succeed. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Go on to turn 4. It is another duel. Now let's see who it's dueling this time. The number 2 car in the top group. That'll be Aaron Hartley. He has an escape of 11, so I think he's going to take the challenge. He will try, although he's got, I'm sorry, it's Hudson Howell challenging Aaron Hartley. He has an escape of 11 also, so he will go ahead and try to duel, and a 1, 2, 3, or 4 will succeed. No, he fails. All right, so now he's got to get a 9 or better, and he manages to pull himself out of that spin, and nothing happens. Everybody holds their positions. We move to turn 5 with Austin Bigler still in the lead. Another top group challenge. Wow, lots of top group action. We're going to look for the heat quality. Let's see who's... didn't we do that earlier? I guess no. It's Howell and Hartley, both with the heat quality. That's it. All right. And again, Bigler has the heat quality. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. A blue 5 or 6 is needed to get Austin Bigler out of there. And there's the 6, and that will be a successful challenge for Hudson Howell. He regains the lead momentarily and holds it. So that's the end of turn 5. The 28-turn race, the Ice Brew 600. Pit turn is 27, so we'll have the opportunity for somebody to skip that last pit at the very end of the race if they want to risk running out of fuel. But that is drama that we'll deal with later. Turn 6. Another top group challenge. Wow. That's surprising. We're looking for... it's trouble in the top group. All right, trouble in the top group. Let's see what we have here. Escape, so it's -2. So that's a 9. That'll be success. That's going to be 8. That's success. 8 for Mixon is a 10. So Mixon is going to spin out. Normally he wouldn't have. So the yellow flag is going to come out. Let's check the rest of the group. Looks like Cat Hampton manages to evade the carnage, but that is not going to bode well. Well, actually, Dustin Stremme is going to use his chip to avoid the... Fortunate for him. He'll avoid spinning out, and then Brent Tice should make it, and he does. So Cooper Mixon is the only one that's going to hit the wall, and we're going to have the yellow flag come out on turn as we go into the pits. We're going to go into the pits with the yellow flag turn. Let's just see here. So we got to move everybody up, and we'll do our. Well, I guess we just go like this. I have to move everybody up. And it could take a moment. I think we'll leave the bottom group as it is, though. And Mixon, let's see if he repairs his car. He's got a pit crew. It's a +2, so it's almost certain that he's gonna repair this. Oh yeah, he will on a trouble result. So it's the first third of the race. He's back in the race. He's going to be just like a fender bender type deal. We will make space for him at the end, I think, as the cars line up. And we will go into our pit turn. There we go. So we hit the pits. And the yellow flag turn will be a pit turn, I guess. Let's check and see what we have. It'll be a top group, and doubles. So that's going to be a pit crew violation for Aaron Hartley. Wow. Bad news for him. He's going to go to the end of the pack. Well, the yellow flag probably caused him some confusion. Let's roll for everybody else. That'll be a chip for Austin Bigler, a chip for Cat Hampton, Dustin Stremme gets another chip with a fast pit of 5, and I rolled a 3. Here's Brent Tice, who will get a chip. Wow, everybody's going to get a chip. And except for Corey Wallace, who will not get the chip. Let's move everybody up. And that's going to put CJ Wilburn in the top group. Coy Gandy goes up to 11th. Here we go. That puts Trevor Trostel, a familiar name in Scram circles, into the middle group. Everybody else moves up. And here's how we're looking coming out of the pits. So I'm going to say it was a yellow flag turn, so we probably would not have a challenge out of the pits. We're just going to roll with it and go to turn 8. And the yellow flag is down, and we are back to racing. Another top group challenge. Wow. Oh, I got triples. So triples in the again, that used to be a problem, but in the new era of racing, it is not going to be a problem. We're just going to go top group challenge for. Oh, it's going to be trouble in the top group again. Wow, even worse. So trouble in the top group again, but they all got chips, so nobody's gonna wreck. And again, we're gonna do -2, so an escape of 8, and so Hampton will use his chip. Stremme is going to use his chip again. That's not the way they want to be using their chips, though. And everybody's successful, so that will be. So they came out of the pits. Looks like with the guns blazing, caused a little bit of a stir, but nobody is for the worse except a few performances chips got burned. So we moved to turn 9, and it's a duel. We have not yet had anything from the bottom group. That's crazy. All right, so a duel. And it's going to be the number 4 cars in the middle group. That will be Kleckner and Pettis. And again, we're checking their escape grades. They're 9 and 8. I think we'll have Heather Pettis will give it a shot. It's 7. It's still a 60% chance if she does not succeed. So let's go ahead and roll the red die. And she fails. So I got to roll. We might have another wreck. 7 or less. 7. Whew. I think Sev Kleckner is going to pass on the dual opportunity. We're just going to go to turn 10. Tight racing at the Motordome. It's a very, very small track. All right, so we have a middle group challenge, and we're looking for the heat quality. Yeah, nobody wants to take a chance. I don't blame them. All right, so we're looking for the heat quality, and we're checking everybody in the middle group who's got heat. All right, starting with, let's see, it looks like Julie Justice. First time we've heard from her tonight. And she will not advance. Here's Bruce Baugh, who might know Austin Bigler. Heat 1, 2, 3. No, he will not. And he doesn't even need to use his chip to hold off Bruce Baugh. Here's Heather Pettis. And that will not work. Jared McAtee fails in his attempt to move up. Coy Gandy will not make it. And Brendan Nutt. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. We'll see if he does. He does not. So that'll be the end of turn 10. Pretty static order of the cars so far this race. Not a lot of movement. And we go to turn 11 of 28. Top group challenge again. And we're looking for the TV quality. So Corey Wallace and Dustin Stremme. Now, Hudson Howell has the TV quality for this race. So that will give him essentially 5 brake pedals, which means a blue 6 is required to get him out of there. So Wallace will go first, and that will fail. And Stremme will go next, and that will fail. And there'll be no movement. Nobody else gets a chance to move because they're not on the TV list. We go to turn 12 with Hudson Howell still in the lead. I may have to eat my words. Duel, the number 6 car in the top group. And it's going to be CJ Wilburn. And again, with the escape of 7, I don't know, he could use the chip. Let's give him a shot. He's got to roll 1, 2, 3, or 4. And he fails. So now he's got to roll a 7 or less to not hit the wall. And he's wrecks. All right, so the yellow flag is going to come out. Turn 12, we're going to make turn 13 is going to be a yellow flag turn. Wilburn is going to see if he's going to repair his car. He will be a B. It is the middle part of the race. It is a trouble result. So 8, he does get a +2, so it's 10 or better. He's probably going to get in there. And he does. So it's nothing serious, but it will cause the yellow flag to come out. And the cars circle around that tiny track with the 100,000 or so people in attendance taking this opportunity to head to the concession stand. All right. I'm going to move I'm moving everybody up because I need that place at the end. If somebody had disqualified, like unable to repair, then I wouldn't need to do this. All right, so the yellow flag turn for 13. We're on turn 14. The green flag is back out. And it's still Hudson Howell in the lead. And another top group challenge for the TV quality. So Corey Wallace and Dustin Stremme will get a chance. It's an exact repeat of the turn we had a couple turns ago. We need a blue 6 for any chance to get Hudson Howell out of there. So Wallace will fail. Stremme will. Oh, there it is. Whoa, Stremme does take the lead. There's the blue 6. There's the red 1. Dustin Stremme, who had a great TV week, seizes the lead on turn 14. About halfway through the race, we have a new leader. See if he can hold it. You can see by his card. Let me hold his card up just in case you. That's probably about right there.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see Dustin Stremme's not a favorite, but he's in the lead at the moment. We go to turn 15. I cannot believe how many top group challenges. Another top group challenge, this time for control. We will have a problem result at the end of the turn, though. All right, so control. Let's see who's got control. Wallace, Tice, everybody except for Darren Cromer has control. So they're all going to take a shot at Dustin Stremme. I predict he will not survive this turn. He has no brake symbols and does not have control. So he needs a 1 or a 2, a blue 1 or a 2 to fend off the challenge. Let's see. Corey Wallace gets the first shot. And right off the bat, Corey Wallace. We're gonna have a chaotic turn here. So Corey Wallace takes the lead. Here's Brent Tice, who will take the lead because he does have a chip. And oops, I'm rolling the wrong one here. Hold on. Red, white, and blue. How about? He fails, but he'll spend his chip and take the lead. Hudson Howell. Don't let me forget that problem at the end. Here's Hudson Howell, who will not succeed. Oh, wait, he will succeed. Yes, he will. Control 1, 2, 3. No, he won't. He needs a blue 6 with the double brake symbol. Brent Tice is going to hang on. Cat Hampton will not have a chance. Here's Austin Bigler. He's got the blue chip, so he will take the lead. Question is, will he keep the chip? He will not. So Bigler takes the lead in it. And like I said, it was a chaotic turn. Let's do the problem at the very end. Let's see here. It's a problem in the top group. Let's see. So we just roll. Actually, as long as you don't roll doubles, we did roll doubles. So the race leader. So that's Bigler, who will take the lead and then have a problem. Let's see what the problem is. He must have pushed his engine a little bit too hard. 22, brake problem. So he's going to drop back. Wow. A rough turn of events for Austin Bigler. Just as he grabs the lead, his brakes go out. He's got an A. Let's see. This is a problem result with an A. It is the middle third of the race, so 9 or better will keep him in the race. So he's going to go to the very end. Wow. Talk about a drop. That'll put. Oh no, we have to roll for this though. So Brent Tice, because there's no yellow flag out. Oop, and Brent Tice will take the lead. So there's no yellow flag, but Austin Bigler's in the pits. Let's see, Brendan Nutt. Nope, Brendan Nutt will not move up. So Holly Hoisington moves into the top group. And wow, what a turn. Like I said, chaos. Here's Kevin Pettis will not. Oh, he does. Yeah, 5 is good enough for Kevin Pettis. So Kevin Pettis moves into the middle group. Everybody else moves up. We have not heard a peep from Joe Bob Walker or Purdy Martell or Danny Dodd or any of these guys down here. But you know how that can change. We might have the whole rest of the race might be fought down here. All right, so Austin Bigler moves down to 43rd. Goes from number 1 to number 43. And the race goes on. We are in turn 15. Or that was turn 15, wasn't it? Turn 16, and then we'll have a pit turn. It is going to be a middle group challenge, and we're going to look for the smart quality in the middle group. Ooh, Kevin Pettis with double smart. Now, wasn't that good? Wasn't that fortunate for him to have moved up into the middle group that last turn? He'll get 2 chances to move up. Let's check driver 4. And Dustin Stremme fades to the back. Kevin Pettis, and he gets a second chance, doesn't he? He's going to challenge for the lead. Oh, falls short. Barely. All right. Again, we're looking for the smart quality. Here's Matt Bush. That will not work. Not against Hudson Howell. Smart. Here's Julie Justice with a chance to move up, and she does not. Smart. Oh, here's Bruce Baugh. That is not going to work. The red 5 is outside his acceleration range. Sev Kleckner, also not able to move up. Here's Jared McAtee, one of the TV drivers. And that's going to be a good move for Jared McAtee, I believe. He's going to knock out, well, let's see, Kevin Pettis. He might not knock out Kevin Pettis. Kevin Pettis has 1, 2, 3 brake symbols. Yeah, and the blue 5, that will be enough. So Pettis will wind up a net +6, but McAtee moves into the top group. And that leaves 2 challenges left, Coy Gandy and Brendan Nutt. That won't work for Coy Gandy. And here's Brendan Nutt. Let's see, Smarts. Cat Hampton has just enough to hold off Brendan Nutt, and that will be the end of turn 16. We're going to the pits. And it's going to be a middle group challenge. Let's see, we're going to reorder 3 and 6. Not a middle group challenge, middle group fast pit opportunity. So we're going to swap out the 3s and the 6s. And here's the roll for the fast pit. Oh, I guess we started at the bottom, don't we? That's not going to work. Heather Pettis, no. Oh, yes. Matt Bush gets a 7, needs a 9. So Matt Bush does get a chip. Julie Justice, yes. And Bruce Baugh. This could really change the face of this race. Dustin Stremme needs a 5. Does not get it. He's still in the top in the middle group though. Amy Sarah gets a chip. Donna Torville. Oh, they're right next to each other. They don't like each other. Kevin Pettis will get a chip, and so will Coy Gandy, and so will Brendan Nutt. So that's going to be the end of the pit turn. Let's see who's going to move up. Looks like Dustin Stremme is going to get bounced back here. Look at all those chips. Question is, will they get a chance to use them? I would guess they will. Challenge out of the pits to Brett Tice. Let's see who's going to get the chance to challenge. It'll be Corey Wallace, who needs a 4 to take the lead and gets it. So Corey Wallace is our new leader out of the pits. And we're back to racing on turn 18. 10 turns to go in the Northern Lights Motordrome in the Ice Brew 600. With Corey Wallace in the lead. Where's Hudson Howell? There he is. All the chips are down here, though. It's a middle group challenge. We're going to see some of those chips get used right now. Middle group challenge for the skill quality. And looks like a good chunk of these folks have it. Starting with Sev Kleckner. That will fail. Heather Pettis will fail. Trevor Trost. I'm looking for big numbers here. That might work. If it's anything less than a 3, I'm not even going to check it because these guys are, they're going to get a break bonus. So that will be car number 2. Hudson Howell. No, that will not succeed. No skill for Dustin Stremme. No skill for Matt Bush. No skill for Julie Justice. Here's Bruce Baugh, who is going to move up into the top group here. He'll have to spend a chip to do it, and he'll take over for Darren Cromer, who drops back to 13th. Here's Amy Sarah, who has skill, and she will use her chip to take out Kat Hampton, who goes back to 12th. Amy Sarah now in 2nd place. Here's Donna Torville, who has skill. What if she knocks out Amy Sarah? Let's see. That is going to actually, if she had another gas symbol, that would have been a natural a move. But instead, she's going to have to spend her chip, and that will take Bruce Baugh back to the middle group. Kevin Pettis. That's going to be a successful challenge. He's going to knock Amy Sarah back, and he's going to keep his chip. Coy Gandy does not have skill. Last challenge of the turn is going to be from Brendan Nutt. And let's just see. That's going to be successful from the gas pedal. It's challenging Jared McAtee, and McAtee is not going to be able to defend, so Brendan Nutt is going to keep his chip as well, and that ends turn 18. We go to turn 19 with Corey Wallace in the lead. Top group challenge for skill. Double skill for Holly Hoisington. I believe she's going to take the lead. She does not the first turn. And she does not the second turn with that red 5. Wow. Golden opportunity for Holly Hoisington in the Black Widow Ford to take the lead, but she comes up short. Here's Donna Torville. And Donna Torville is going to move into the lead. But likely not for long. Here's Brendan Nutt. He's going to spend his chip and take over for Torville. Brent Tice with double skill. Let me see. So Brendan Nutt has no break symbols. He's got 3. Got the blue 4. So Tice is going to take over. Wow. It doesn't even need to use his second challenge. Here is Hudson Howell. And that will not succeed. Kevin Pettis with the chip. He's going to take the lead. And he's not even going to need to spend his chip. Wow, that's unbelievable. So Kevin Pettis hits the gas and blazes by Brent Tice to take the lead at the end of the 19th turn, and he keeps his chip. He does not have to use his chip. Why did I even take that off? That is going to be a huge benefit for him. We go to turn 20. 8 turns left. And it's a duel. It's a fume and feud. Well, we don't have anybody feuding. So that's just going to be an open, empty turn. And we go to turn 21. We've still not had a bottom group challenge. Top group challenge for Star. Top group challenge for Star. All right. I don't see a lot of stars. I see only Tice and Howell. and they both have it doubled. So that will actually give Kevin Pettis a run for his money here. He does not have the star quality. He has no break symbol, so that will mean that he just gets those 2 symbols from being the leader. He does have a chip, but he's going to have to burn that more likely than not. So let's start with Hudson Howell. He needs a 5 on the red, or less than 5, and he got that. And Pettis is going to hold him off. Gets a second chance. Holds him off again. Kevin Pettis driving like his life depends on it. So Hudson Howell is denied. Here's Brent Tice. Denied with the blue 1. And the last, if he holds off here, well, he is going to hold off. He's got his chip. He's going to have to use it here. But a nice job by Kevin Pettis to hang on to the lead as we go to turn 22. 6 turns left. Anybody's race. Middle group challenge for skill. Let's put it right here. This could shake things up. Seb Kleckner will not succeed. Well, I guess I should check that. No, he will not succeed. Heather Pettis will, better check for Donna Torville. Yes, that will knock Donna Torville back to 18th. Trevor Trostel. That will not likely work. No. Heather Pettis gets the skill and the break bonus, so that'll hold off Trevor Trostel. But here we go now. These guys have chips, but no skill quality. Darren Cromer with a chance to get back into the top group. And he does not have enough gas. That brings us to Bruce Baugh, who I think is going to make it. He's going to take out Brendan Nutt and edge his way back into 4th place. Amy Sarah with a chance to redeem herself, but not with that blue die 1. No skill for Coy Gandy, so he will keep his chip. And here's Jared McAtee, also no skill, so that'll end turn 22. Turn 23. Here we go. It is a middle group challenge for heat. Middle group challenge for heat. Let's see where we're going to find the heat quality. Gosh, does anybody have it? Looks like Julie Justice has it. That bodes well for her. Does not get the gas pedal, but she will spend the chip to overtake Bruce Baugh and move up into 4th place. A lot of people think Julie Justice is going to have an off year this year. So we're now looking for, who else has heat? Does anybody? So Brendan Nutt will get a chance. So all these last 4 drivers will each get a chance to move up. That might be good enough. Let me just check. Heat. No heat for Brent Tice. Yep, Brent Tice is going to get knocked back to 11th place by Brendan Nutt. Here's Amy Sarah. A surging Brendan Nutt. Oh, that's going to succeed. Julie Justice gets... Oh, Amy Sarah takes back Julie Justice. Coy Gandy. He's got the chip. Finally gets to use it. And will he even need it? He will not even need it. That could be very big. Here's Jared McAtee, who is the last guy to have the heat challenge, and he will succeed and to put Brendan Nutt back into the middle group. So at the end of 23 turns, we've got 5 turns left. We got Kevin Pettis in the lead. McAtee and Hudson Howell are right behind him. I'm surprised Hudson Howell is hanging in there, but he really is doing a great job. Amy Sarah, Heather Pettis, Coy Gandy, and Holly Hoisington. We got 3 women in the top 7. Okay, let's move to turn 24. Middle group challenge for control, and we will have a problem at the end of it. All right, middle group challenge. A lot of these guys have control, so this could be a busy turn. Let's see here. That will be a failed turn. Donna Torville. Oh, that should be successful. Donna Torville will... Oh, Donna Torville knocks out Amy Sarah. They've got that big rivalry. I guess I would probably now put them on the feud fume list if we have another feud fume result. Trevor Trostel, that blue die 1 is going to keep him from moving up. Stremy does not have control. Here's Matt Bush with a chip and control and triple ones. So that will allow him to take out Jared McAtee. And Bruce Baugh is next. I'm sorry. Bruce Baugh does not have control. Cat Hampton is next. And I believe he's going to move up. Oh, except Coy Gandy's going to use that chip to hold him off. He didn't really want to do that, but it does keep him in the top group. All right, so here's Brent Tice. Oh, with the blue 6 and the red 6. Here's Julie Justice with the red 6. Here's Corey Wallace with the red 6. Here's Brendan Nutt, who will move up, knock out Holly Hoisington. They're actually just exchanging one place, but that is the end of... Well, all right, I'm going to mark the turn, but I'm going to do the problem before we move on. And it's a problem in the middle group. Let's see which car it is. It's going to be middle group driver 1 odd. So it's going to be beep, 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 beep. Oh, that's going to be odd evens. That's going to be Corey Wallace. Corey Wallace is probably with a C. Probably not going to survive this. It's the final third of the race. Yeah, with a C on a problem. He's got to roll a 2. I don't think that's going to happen. No. So Corey Wallace is not going to finish. And we're going to move these guys up. I guess I should have rolled to see what his problem was. He could cut a tire or something. No, it's an electrical problem. So he had an electrical issue. Let's see if Matt Baxter moves up, and he does not. Wolfman Warner will take that last spot in the middle group. All right, we're going to move everybody. Actually, we don't need to move everybody up because we cleared a place with Corey Wallace's did not finish. All right, so we're on turn 25. We've got 4 turns left in the Ice Brew 600. Kevin Pett is still in the lead. Anything can happen, though. And we have a duel result. We've had a ton of duels. Number 6 car in the top. At this point in the race, though, I think you got to take the shot. Number 6 car in the top group. That is Brendan Nutt. He will take the chance. He's got to roll a 4 or better. And he does. That gives him a chip. That's gonna be big. Let's... Huh?
Was it 4 or better?
No, 4 or less. It's 4 or less. I rolled a 3. He's got 4 gas pedals, and I needed to roll 4 or less. I must have misspoke. I did roll a 3, so he did make that duel. Now the question is, will Matt Bush avoid crashing? He has a -2 to his escape of 10, so that will give him an 8. We're gonna roll 8 or better. And he gets an 8, so he manages to keep control of the car. So we end turn 25 with Brendan Nutt moving up to 2nd place with a chip, which could be very big. We go to turn 26, last turn before the pits. And it's another another duel. 9. That's going to be the number 5 cars in the middle group. And like I said, you pretty much have to take the shot at this point. That would put you in position to move up anyway. So Amy Sarah will try a 4 or better, and Amy Sarah gets it. She'll move up and take out Holly Hoisington. Let's see if Holly Hoisington can survive. Let's see. I'm going to roll these 2 here. She needs a 7 or better, and she gets it. And now Trevor Trostel, who will also give it a shot. Give the chip to Amy Sarah. He's taking on Julie Justice, and he does not succeed. He has an escape of 10. That'll make it 8, and he'll survive. So that'll be the end of turn 26. So now we're going to the pit turn. And again, you get a chance to skip if you want to. Anybody in the top group can choose to skip the pit turn and take the lead. I think usually I just roll a decide or die. I'm just going to roll odd. You gotta give me a decide or die. We'll just decide. We're going to just say, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Thank you, Aaron. So if we get a dot, they're gonna opt to skip the pit, and I'm going to put a red chip on their card. So here's Kevin Pettis, who is going to skip the pit. Here's Brendan Nutt. He might very well skip the pit because he's got a chip, but it might be actually good for him to take the pit stop, and he will. So he will take the pit stop. No, what did I decide? I decided that the blank. What did I decide? The dot. I'm just gonna start again. I think dot. We're gonna say dot. They skip. So let me do that again, just so I get it right, because I don't remember. Dot. They skip. All right, he skips. He skips. That's probably. I think that's exactly what I rolled before. So he's gonna. So these guys will all have to roll for. Another skip. And another skip. And I'm rolling a ton of dots. And Heather Pettis. It is. Look at that. I rolled 5 dots in a row, and make this 6 dots in a row. What are the odds? It's like 10, like a 5% chance of that. Okay, so Matt Bush decides to take the fast pit. He will roll. He's going in, and he's going to get a chip. That might work out in his advantage. Now we are going to reorder, right? Let's see. No, we don't. We actually don't reorder because there's nobody to. They all skipped, so he doesn't have anywhere to move. And there's no challenge out of the pits because they all skipped. So we go to turn. That's turn 27. Here's the last turn. Now, if I get a top group challenge, it's good news for Brendan Nutt or Matt Bush. If I get a middle group challenge with somebody who's got a starred quality, they could make the move. Otherwise, it's going to come down to who's going to run out of gas. Here we go. Last turn of the Ice Brew 600. It's going to be a middle group challenge for the control, and we are going to have a problem at the end of it. So let's just go through all this. Sev Kleckner. Let's see. Looks like Coy Gandy is going to get challenged and is going to fail. We're looking for control. 1, 2, 3. He's only got 3. So Coy Gandy gets challenged. His controller Trevor Trostel gets the next shot. And he will also succeed against Donna Torville. This is going to be a very interesting finish. A very interesting finish, I think. All right, control. Here's Jared McAtee. He will not succeed. Here's Cat Hampton, who I believe is going to make it. Hudson Howell. No, he's got those 2 break symbols, the 3rd and then 4. Yeah, that will not be enough to get Hudson Howell out of there. Brent Tice is next, and that will not succeed. Julie Justice with a last gasp chance. Oh, 666s, I don't think so. And here's Amy Sarah, who has the chip. Let's check 2. That's Brendan Nutt. He has a chip as well. Oh, that's the worst person for her to challenge. But let's just see. So she succeeds on the gas pedal. On the brake pedal, he has control and a brake bonus, but no brake symbol. So that will be a failed challenge. He will have to use his chip, and Amy Sarah will use her chip to move up to second. This could be a crazy finish. She will win the race if Kevin Pettis runs out of gas. So that's the end of the turn. And now we just got to see who runs out of gas. So the way it works is if you roll a 5 or a 6, you run out of gas. So if Kevin Pettis rolls a 1, 2, 3, or 4, he wins the race. Otherwise, Amy Sarah is going to win the race. Here we go. And Kevin Pettis manages on fumes to hold on to win the race. Amy Sarah will finish second. Let's check the rest of these guys, though. 5 or 6, they run out of gas and they move down. He's okay. Trevor Trostle's okay. Heather Pettis will drop down 7 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she'll move here. Everybody else will move up. This is really just for bookkeeping. So Heather Pettis is going to wind up here. Got all these chips to resolve. I'm going to discard these 2 because they had enough gas. Here's Brendan Nutt. We'll see if he holds on. He does. And that just brings us to Donna Torville, who is okay, and Coy Gandy also okay. So there's your final finish. Kevin Pettis holds on and wins, takes the risk on the final turn, skips the pit, comes in on fumes, barely holds off Amy Sarah, Hudson Howell in 3rd, Trevor Trostle in 4th, Sev Kleckner in 5th, Matt Bush 6th, and Brendan Nutt in 7th. And we didn't hear a peep from Purdy Martell. There was just nothing happening. They're too congested on the track to make any moves, I guess, any sudden moves up from the back of that pack. So all the action happened up here. Unusual, but that's racing. So thanks for watching. That was our show tonight. Next week, it's our annual Baseball America show, our Baseball America training camp tour. We'll give you a look at the set. We're keeping the card design under wraps. We'll show you what the new cards look like, the new color cards. Of course, the set comes out in 2 different versions. There's the version that we put out with we call it the deluxe version, which has team colors, team nicknames, and logos, and so on. We will reveal the card design for. There's also a standard version which has team numbers, so you can have your own teams, put them wherever you want, and that's in the standard the standard History Maker baseball card design style. So we'll reveal the new card design, and also taking on a training camp tour, we'll do 6-inning games. I think we'll do 5-inning games. We'll match up each of the teams. We'll get a chance to play. We'll have 6 different 5-inning games, so it'll give you a chance to run through, this is the starters, the top guys for each of the teams, and give you a feel for what the teams look like, see who the new stars are, which players have moved around, who's on a new team for 2026, and so on. So that'll be next week, and then we'll make the card set available to the community. The Big Baseball Show next week right here on the Play Space. Until then, thanks for being part of our amazing community of gamers. We love having you. We love you. We appreciate you being here. We don't take it for granted, and we're grateful to have such a wonderful, caring, loving community, and the fact that you would take some time out of your evening to come spend it with us watching a race on a game table, that means something to us. So thank you for taking the time. Aaron, another great job. Thank you for all your hard work today. And if there's anything we can do for you, just let us know. Hit the contact link on the website, play.com. I think it's at the bottom of the page, and just it'll send an email to us, and we'd love to hear from you. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll plan on seeing you next week for the Big Baseball Show right here on the Play Space Live on the Play Games YouTube channel.